All right, hello everybody. This is Francois coming to you with the Hamburger Podcast. I got my co-host with me, Wesley.
Good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing?
Good. Wesley, we are in what, week 3? We just ended week 3.
Yeah,
Ooh,
end of week 3, going into week 4.
going on to week 4, man. I ain't gonna lie. Week 3 to me it was a very solid week. Not as much injuries, so that's good. That's positive. So,
Definitely.
definitely, man. I ain't like there's some team that been hit pretty hard by the injuries, and
Yeah.
you could tell that it's affecting that team. But I gotta say, when it for a guy, I know in previous years you've been bit by the injury bug before. So how did you handle it in the past, Wesley?
Let's see. I don't want to call in the owners polo, but in a situation where your team gets completely decimated with injuries,
Mm.
at this point you just pray for the best. That's it.
That's it. Pray for the best.
Pray for the best. I mean, 1 or 2 injuries you can work around, but half your team, or more than half your team, yeah. Good luck to you, man.
It's tough, but I don't know. I don't think I've been hit by the injury bug as bad as I've seen in the past. But I don't know. I think I would try to do some very blockbuster trade. Try to get rid of your best your best players just to get some more depth in your starting lineup. Trade your best, get 2 solid that's gonna start on your team over who you have. I think that would be one of my main move if I was to get bit by the injury bug.
Yeah, that's something you can do, but you have to be very smart with the move that you make. Because yes, you can get 2 players for 1, but you just hope you get the right 2 players. And hopefully, one of the 2 players balls out of control, and you can flip that 1 into 2 more players. That kind of thing. And that's how, in a sense, you rebuild your team. But it's going to take a lot of work. But like I said, we're only into week 4. Nobody's out of it yet.
True. Hopefully you take some note, Polo, if you're listening. All right. So what we got for them today is in today's podcast, Wesley. So first we're gonna start with we're gonna throw a little something new out there, which I like. We talked about it, and I like this segment, Wesley. I really do. It
may upset some people.
It will. It definitely will.
I don't want the podcast to always be, just kind of bland and, boring. No, we want to give our honest opinion. Sometimes you have to give a hot take, Say what you feel. And if people disagree, hey, you get a chance to prove us wrong. But that's part of the show. This is what we do.
I like it. This is what we do, man. I like it. This segment, what's the name of the segment that we were coming out?
Contenders or Pretenders?
Boom. Don't say much more. I think the name, explains itself. But as we get to that segment, we'll explain a little bit more.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give a full detailed reasoning behind it.
There you go. Now after that, we'll jump into week 4 matchup. We're gonna do it a little differently this time. We'll talk about key matchup that each player needs to ball out in order to win. Against their opponent.
Sure.
I like it. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, Wesley. Let's jump to week 3. Let's see what happened in week 3.
Hey, who you want to touch on first?
Let me see. Who should we touch on first? Let's talk about King David matchup versus Friar. Let's start there. All right, so let's see what we got. We got King David riding with Big Ben. Big Ben able to get him 19 points. But Cook doing what Cook do. No surprises there.
You know, this matchup was a very low scoring affair.
Very.
Dalvin Cook performed. Dalvin Cook and Aaron Jones, you know, they were solid in their performances. David Kicker played great. And that was honestly enough.
It's easy for a kicker to play great when, you know. It's easy for a kicker to play great when they, you know. Yeah.
Can't get in the end zone. So honestly, Fire team to show up this week. Tough loss. And that game was winnable. Ironically, if you probably started Fitzpatrick, you might have got away with a victory. So.
Probably. But would you have started Fitzpatrick? Would you have started Fitzpatrick over Cam Newton?
Nah, I wouldn't bet it. I wouldn't have put that.
Yeah, so it's understandable. But like you said,
he was without Julio. He was without Julio, so he was without Julio. So that did hurt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hurt him a lot. So good win for David. Fryer.
First win of the season at that.
Yep. Yeah, I thought David was going to go undefeated this season.
No, we're not doing it 2 years in a row.
Oh man, but good win for David. Good job, David.
Yep, solid one.
Yeah. All right, our next matchup. Let's go over Jacksonville versus Polo Dolo Solo.
All right, let's get it.
I'm not surprised that Polo scored that least amount of points. I'm not surprised.
Injured team.
Yeah, you know, injuries is just.
There's not much more you can add to it besides he has an injured team.
Yeah. And it's expected. Polo, I did see, Polo did make a trade today with David. Trying to get some weapons, some starters on his team. Let's see if that helps.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, I think it will help.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins. Who else you got? I know you got Sammy Watkins. No, he didn't get Sammy Watkins, but hopefully with the player that Polo got, he can make some move with them.
Yeah, Alex Kamara, man. Kamara, he's going back to the old Alex Kamara.
Jesus.
Man.
31 points.
Yes.
Wow.
He's not playing right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's not playing around. Solid win by Jack. Solid win.
Yeah, that's a solid win by Jack. Scoring over 115. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Jackson first time scoring over 100 this season so far.
Hey, came at the right time. But like I said, as long as your team performs week in and week out, and it may not be wins or losses, but you want to see your team actually performing. That's a good indication of the strength of your team.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that is so true.
Good win.
All right, let's jump on to our next matchup. Let's go over Avery and the RD matchup.
Yes. You know who's been standing out? Dak Prescott has been standing out this year.
I respect that, yeah.
Dak has been great. Fantasy-wise, at least.
Yeah, fantasy-wise, he's been great. You threw a couple of interceptions this week, but still able to hit over 472 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yep. And it's good to see Todd Gurley as, fantasy
relevant.
Relevant, yeah. May not be the old Gurley, but relevant.
Yeah, still doing his thing. Even me personally, if I would get out of Todd Gurley business, um, because I don't see him sustaining that, that much production. But hopefully he stay through and stay healthy this season.
Yeah. We'll see. I got a down week. Just down week for RD. I like the team overall, though, but just a down week. Minshew only 9 points. Didn't see that coming. Mixon 6 points. Didn't see that coming. His defense lost some points. This is a tough week. Honestly, you're gonna have weeks like that where it just doesn't go your way. His defense lost a point. So this was not the greatest week. Tough week.
Yeah. Tough week with Artie. He has a pretty solid team. I don't see him playoff team, but it's a solid team that could, affect some of the, playoff teams that's in the run for the playoff record.
RD's teams always step it up towards the end of the season. Let's just hope it's not too late.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, yeah, you're thinking stuff, but just hope that's not too late where it's too out of reach for you to even, make it to the playoff. But as long as you stay in that conversation, because we seen it last year. It happened with David. David at one point was what?
0-5 maybe?
Oh yeah, 0-5, 10 to the bottom. But he still found a way to make it to the playoff, which is crazy.
Yeah. So I would say it's not over.
Nope, it is not over. It's still, still got a chance. Anything can happen.
Correct.
But so overall, solid win for Avery.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, let's jump on to our next matchup. Let's talk about Marvin Team versus Game Blouses.
Yeah. I think this one was self-explanatory.
Yep, that was a very high scoring matchup.
Let's see what stands out. When Pat Mahomes gives you 40 and the defense gives you 27, you're winning that week.
Hell yeah. That's what, 67 points?
You're winning that week.
Unless your team is garbage and it's just like, whoa. But yeah.
No, I mean, if you're good enough to pick that kind of team, you're winning that week.
Yeah. And Steve did score the most this week, so that's good.
Sorry, Marvin. Mahomes dropped 40. There's nothing to do about that. But Marvin, your team played well though. Like don't get twisted. Your team played very well.
Very well.
But if Mahomes dropped 40, I'm sorry. Defense, that's 27. Nothing to talk about. That's it. Win again. The wrong week for you, my man. The wrong week.
Yep. That's overall solid win for Steve, man. Now let's jump to our next matchup. On your matchup versus Dub.
Let's get it.
I think in that matchup, I believe I had you winning that matchup.
Yeah, you did.
I think
you know what stands out? One position stands out. His defense versus my defense.
Allen. Oh, okay.
That's really the difference right there. And this was a tough one because I was trying to find a defense for this week, and I didn't like any defenses that were in free agency, honestly. And I didn't think it was worth dropping a player for 1 week production just to drop him again. So I had to tell myself that I'm going to keep the defense and just play him out or don't pick a defense at all. And I honestly contemplated not playing the defense this week. I honestly contemplated not playing the defense. And honestly, at this point, maybe it would have served me right. But
I just want to touch on free agency real quick.